This watch is going on 3 years old. And if I didn't have it, I would probably have an Apple Watch. The reason why I haven't gotten an Apple Watch is because I kind of got tired of square watch faces, basically. The first pseudo smartwatch that I had was basically an iPod Shuffle with a little watch band attachment to it. And then after that, I ended up getting, I think, the Sony Smartwatch 2. And then after that, I got the LG, can't remember the name of it, but it was like an LG smartwatch with the Google iOS, the Google smartwatch iOS. And then after that, I got this, which is the Samsung Gear S3 Classic. It's the one that doesn't have the LTE functionality. And I love this watch. It was a great watch, especially at the time I had a Moto X. So I had an Android phone, which I could get maybe 90% of all of the functionality from the watch. The only way you could do everything that the watch would let you do is if you had a Samsung phone. I did not. But there was still a lot of it I could do. When I got my first iPhone, the iPhone 10, I was able to pair this watch, but there was a lot of problems. The pairing would only continue if the app stayed on in the background. You could no longer send text messages from it. In fact, you couldn't there was a whole lot of functions that you couldn't do anymore. There were no more apps. Basically, you could change watch faces, and you could still use the voice activation, but it didn't do anything. You couldn't do voice search or a lot of the other stuff that you could do. But I still liked it because I liked the look, and it wasn't that old. I mean, it was just a year old when I got my first iPhone, so I wasn't definitely going to throw $300 out for another phone. Well, we're going into the third year that I have this, and the sad part about it now is that the battery, which is a rechargeable battery, it's gotten so bad that the phone doesn't even the watch doesn't even last an entire week. So I'm really kind of thinking about two options. Should I try and invest in an Apple Watch, or should I try and invest in getting the lithium-ion battery replaced, which I priced. I could do it myself through Amazon for $25, which ain't bad. But it got me thinking. It got me thinking of the question. If someone here listens to this and wants to answer it, but what is probably the oldest piece of tech that you have that you really don't need the newer version of it? You're 100% happy with it the way it is now, despite it having perhaps limited functionality with whatever else you're working with. Do you have anything, and how old is it? Like I said, for me, the oldest thing would probably be this smartwatch, which is going on 3 years old. Funny thing is, they still sell this watch today, and the price really hasn't changed at all. So it's kind of cool to have something that has a lifespan that is still pretty decent. I don't know. I'm rambling on, but cool. There's a couple questions for you. Square or round? Doesn't matter as far as watch faces. And what's your oldest piece of tech that you're still working with? Leave the comments down below. Thanks for listening. I just wanted to ramble on tonight, but I'll talk to you tomorrow. Peace.